going live, going live.
Like,
Oh,
hey, there it
are.
is. We're live.
Okay. Hey guys.
We're back again.
Quinn, Ode, and Mother Multiverse. And first of all, we're going to start this because this beautiful individual came up to us, and apparently we had accidentally dissed Mother Multiverse last year. Was it for?
It was a superhero class.
Was that here or at Convocation?
This was okay. I've taught the superhero class here, and I've taught it at Convocation. It went over really well at Convocation. I had a lot of people even for a Sunday.
Okay.
Here I had 2 people show up the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you remember if it was the Convocation that you were teaching at that we accidentally were like, oh,
no,
we're not
it was Pagan Fest
here.
Pagan
Fest.
I remember
Okay.
because I'd had 3 classes that year. I did Sigils Are Easy as ABC.
Okay.
That got a decent amount of people at it. I did The Sacred Rite of the Squirt Gun Fight, which ended up being with the kids. I didn't know I was going to be with the kids, but yeah. So
well, you bring a squirt gun.
Yeah, and I guess you know what? That's
It's inevitable.
fine. It was fun. It was fun. It wasn't what I expected, but it was good. And then I did the superheroes class.
Okay.
And the superheroes class, only 2 people showed up, but I still went through the whole thing.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, we had that last year too.
We had that this year.
And this year
with
we had 1 or 2 people.
Monikers and metaphorical
Monikers and
spaces. We had 1
metaphorical.
person for the first half, and 2 more people snuck into the second half.
Okay, see, this is okay because I really wanted to go to like each of your classes, and something came up like every
Yep,
time.
that happens.
It
That
happens.
happens. But anyway,
I only went to 1 class this entire event
I think I made it to 2.
because I was doing interviews and being on this and stuff like that.
So anyway,
I
we
didn't
wa-
get to go to any of the classes I intended to go to.
We want to formally apologize if what we said hurt your feelings.
It was not our
Because
intention.
sometimes we kind of quip and
Yeah,
you know,
we get
and
going
whistle
fast.
around
I
and-
understand because when you're just like on the dot, like I need to entertain people.
Uh-huh.
Hi, I'm going to say something. What did I just say? Was
Yeah.
that okay? I'm not sure. Let's keep talking anyway.
Uh-huh.
Okay, quickly move on to the next thing.
Right, just
And I
like
guess-
I'll figure it out in the post.
And I'll be
Or
honest
is it
with you.
offensive?
And I'll be honest with you, we don't think that the other participants or contributors listen to us.
No.
We're like, why would you guys be listening to us?
Yes.
So
We're
we're
always
honored.
listening.
We're baffled and
We're baffled that
and
anybody's
alarmed
listening.
that anyone's listening.
But we're thrilled that you listen to the podcast. We hope
Even
you'll
if- even if
continue.
we made you sad.
We unfortunately made you sad, and we apologize for
Yes.
that.
That's okay.
But what did you teach this year? Because like I said, I made it to 2 classes, and then we got super busy. So
Sure. This year I taught 3 classes. My first was an energy workshop. Officially and unofficially titled It's Over 9,000.
Yes,
you wanted to go to that.
I did want to go to that one because I caught the Dragon Ball Z reference.
Yeah, and in that I just teach actually a relatively simple technique for being able to draw energy from the multiverse rather than oneself to be able to do all sorts of good energy work things. And it takes a moment to like kind of get through the principles and the background of it. But once you kind of know it, it's like, oh, I can use this for anything, like with anything, and channel lots and lots of energy. Sometimes too much. So there's definitely a level
So
of
gotta
pay
put
attention.
numbers in there.
Yeah, a little bit of use some caution while using these techniques.
It's fair.
That's
Yeah.
fair. Well, because Ode wanted to go to that, but there was
I
something
think it
else.
was a morning class or something.
Yeah, I forget.
It
But
was
for some
pretty
reason,
early.
they couldn't attend.
Yeah.
Yep.
But so maybe someday, you'll do it again, and then we'll be able to attend.
It's possible. I've been because the other 2 classes I've taught, actually no. One of them's new. One of them I've taught before at Ann Arbor Pagan Pride, and I'll probably be doing classes there.
We
this
haven't
year
been
as
to
well.
that. yet.
No,
I think we have been invited
we have
at some
I think.
point by someone, so we need to go to that one.
Yeah. The other classes I did was Snake Oil Trash or Treasure.
I love the sound of that class.
Yeah, that's just one on discretion because it's obviously important. We work with magical materials. A lot of it's recreated. Sometimes we're working off of we've got a handful of poems from a dead scholar. Well, this is what we've got to go on. And so you have really difficult materials, and it's called the occult for a reason. That means secret and hidden. So it's the stuff that's hard to figure out. You're going to make mistakes. So building discretion as a skill is useful because there's people who will tell lies out there who just want to make a buck. Like, here's my book of ancient Finnish secrets.
Yep.
When did you come up with these? How did you research them? There's no sources. I found them secretly in a trove somewhere that no one else has access to.
Beneath the statue of Hermes Trismegistus.
Right.
Yeah, exactly, that kind of thing. So it's good to build up discretion. I think it's a skill, just because then. Also, bad information circulates. That's the worst.
Yeah, that's right.
Like you guys had
because it sounds appealing.
Yeah. I think it was you guys talking about the Easter Ishtar connection.
Yes.
Totally
yes.
wrong,
oh my
but
God.
it circulates, and this is the thing.
And
It's
people
not.
believe
It's
it.
not people's fault.
No, yeah.
They don't know
That they're just credulous.
because
We don't teach enough critical thinking in schools these days, basically.
like. To learn some of this stuff from the original sources, like, I hate saying this, I'm not going to go and learn Latin so I can translate some ancient text and be like, guys, it was spelled with one extra K,
right?
Or be like, oh no, this is wrong. So you got to trust on those secondhand sources where somebody writes a book and did the research for you, because you also don't have unlimited time in your life to just do research. You want to get around to like doing things. So, it's mistakes will be made, but the better we are at filtering them out, it's like herd immunity. If we're all smarter, we'll all be better.
We need to do our own research of those second and third and fourth hand sources and make sure they're, corroborating and, making sure that they, like the Ishtar, Astra thing.
Even with best intentions, we're always learning things. We have anthropologists all around the world, and sometimes we hear stuff. I'm pretty sure somewhat recently, and I'm being really bad, but one of the Scandinavian Norse type countries, I can't remember which one, they found a bunch of things underneath a bridge, and it's all this golden things, and they're looking at how it's arranged. They're like, oh, they were making offerings at these rivers where they built bridges. That's neat. Where's that in our books? It wasn't. Okay, now this is a thing. You didn't think it was a thing before, but now it is, because we found the evidence.
Yeah, exactly. And you just have to kind of go with what you learn as
incorporate.
Yeah, and you incorporate things
intelligently.
Intelligently. So that's what snake oil is about. Your snake oil class is just teaching discretion and make sure you're doing research and being smart about it.
Do your due diligence.
Do your due diligence. Yes. Okay.
And the last one is keeping the lights on, ethical empowerment and magic.
Oh, I like that.
And that's just because obviously ethics are important, but I think in magic practice, when you get far enough, there's a certain level to which ethics actually empower you. Not just like, oh, I'm a good person, but like also, oh, I'm a powerful good person, which is better, obviously. Because if you're a powerful good person, you can do more good than you would do if you were a less powerful good person.
That's right.
So, obviously,
and you hopefully are. Your power counteracts powerful bad people.
Yeah, you'd hope, and I mean that's definitely part of it too. I mean, I could start going into it, but I'd probably start spinning almost in the whole class because it's a fairly long, involved rant. Which some of it is just how do we get pagans on the same page? Because we all follow different gods, we all follow different traditions.
Everybody has slightly different
understandings and rules.
Like, for instance, I'm a chaos magician. I've been practicing chaos magic for over 15 years, and the other type magic, probably I would just say neo-pagan? No, it was definitely still almost chaos magic, but I didn't know the name for it yet for like over 20. And so like my ethics will be vastly different than somebody following a specific set of God who's like, these are the rules. But having a way to get on the same page, the model I use, keeping the lights on, is literally about, okay, imagine there is a switch out there. And this switch, like this little light switch, if you hit it, the whole universe turns off. The whole multiverse, even. Everything that was is suddenly uncreated.
Okay.
And there's nothing.
Bad switch.
Bad switch.
That's a bad switch.
Anything that would make you want to protect that switch and keep it from ever being turned off, those are the good things. And anything that would make you want to hit that switch and turn everything off, those are the bad things. Now that's going to be different for every person. So it's still a conversation in the world of like good and bad, because we've all got to get along. And some people's, I've heard before, I really don't like the way it's phrased, but it's don't yuck somebody else's yum. We're all going to like other people. I just don't like the word yum.
Yeah, no,
I don't know. Yeah.
Fair.
It's weird to me. But
Bad
there's
mouthfeel.
something, bad mouthfeel. But But there's a point to that. Everybody's got different things they believe in stuff, so we need to try and do our best to make it so that everybody can follow those things and get along and make sure nobody's feeling like hitting that switch and just destroying everything. And I think, I don't know, that seems simple. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. It makes a lot of sense, and it makes me wish I could have gone to your class. So hopefully the next time, whether it's at Convocation or at Michigan Pagan Fest, when we see Mother Multiverse, we'll know that you've got some awesome classes that you're offering.
Hopefully we'll schedule fewer interviews.
So that we can actually come and hear some of the things you have to teach. Because I don't know that a lot about chaos magic, so it'd be really interesting to hear from your perspective.
Definitely.
And again, thank you so much for bearing with us.
Well, thank you so much. As I already said, with discretion, you guys are there kind of putting information out. So hopefully by doing that,
we're not
informing
experts.
people.
We're doing our discretionary
you're
research.
Not experts.
That's right.
When
In
you
the process,
you're not experts. That's how I know somebody's actually better than the people who just say they're infallible.
There you go.
Oh, we're extraordinarily
fallible, which is why we are so happy.
Frequently, listeners bring us new expertise. It's great.
We love, and so Mother Multiverse. Is there a way for people to find you, like on Facebook? Do you have a website or anything like that?
Websites.
Instagram,
all right, there's
Twitter.
a couple different places. Magic Laboratory is my blog.
Okay.
I have a bunch of 30-day do magics I used to do.
Magic with a C or with a K?
With a K.
Okay,
with
magic
CK.
with a K.
Right.
I think it's a CK. Also, Facebook, I would recommend people go to Vector Attack of the Meta Pirates because that's a book I'm selling.
Yep, nice little plug there.
Go for it.
Go.
Vector Attack of the Meta Pirates. Well, how do I explain it? It's a role-playing game supplement. Warning, Vector Attack of the Meta Pirates is not a role-playing game supplement, campaign, or adventure, but a mimetic virus that may change you, your game, and your players for the rest of your life. You have been warned. And if that interests you, it's definitely the game for you. And if it scares you, it might still be the game for you, but maybe take it a little slow.
How do I phrase this?
Magic.
How do I phrase this so I don't get myself in trouble? Does it remind you of paranoia?
No.
Perfect.
I know paranoia.
Yes.
It's not like paranoia.
Good answer.
Okay, so is there anything else you'd like to add for our listeners / viewers about what you do and how to find you?
How to find you. I'm going to keep going to festivals around Michigan and doing classes, and if I get a more present presence, like we'll see. I'm not impossible to find. I can say my actual name. I'm Shane Wheeler. So if you want to find me under that name, that's fine.
But if you are at a festival here in Michigan and you see a class by Mother Multiverse, go to one of these classes because they sound fascinating. And if I get a chance, I'm going to. We've got to start having less stuff schedule. Yeah. Yes. So we can go to your class.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right.
It's great talking to you.
Thank you so much for spending time with us, and have a blessed rest of your day.
Yes, what remains of the
festival. Mm-hmm. That's right. All right. See you later, guys.
End the stream.
I should have asked, what are your pronouns?